Good morning. We're back here on the morning show right here on Channel 18, and a big thanks to one of our key sponsors, the Village at Winter Park Resort. A lot going on these days. We have a special guest, Kelly Mace, who you're with the Village at Winter Park
I am.
Resort, and you're also a member of the Saturday Morning Brain Trust.
The Saturday Morning Brain Trust. You've got to explain that one. Right?
I drive the bus for the ski resort, the Zephyr Lodge, on Saturday mornings, and so part of my Saturday morning routine is to stop into Kelly's office with him and his assistant, Sarah Jackson, and yak about the goings-on at the resort to make sure I'm up to date.
And occasionally we watch the morning show, don't we?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yes, I've been called out a few times on that. But yeah, so, a lot's changed. I moved here in 2003, and ironically also, Kelly is the reason I moved here, more or less. My first interview was getting made fun of for wearing a tie in Winter Park, because our culture up here doesn't really support suits and ties.
No, especially a clip-on like you had on, Ryan. So.
Yeah, very funny. Busted. No, yeah. So I took the job, worked for Kelly years ago, and at the time we had the Zephyr Mountain Lodge, and there's a few businesses in the backside of it, and that was the Village at Winter Park Resort.
Yep, and a big parking lot.
Yep.
So right outside the Zephyr.
So we've seen a lot of changes. I think it was roughly like 2006 maybe when they started building the condos across the street, and then a Village went in a year or two later.
That's right, yeah. The Village opened in 2008-2009 ski season, and the condominiums across the street were about the same time. Yeah. So
we've seen a lot of life come through the base, or to the base area, I should say. The parking's kind of moved a little farther away, but
it's changed a lot.
So obviously we've added some new things to do, restaurants to go to, shops to shop at. Kind of what additions have we seen?
Most recent one is a restaurant called Vertical Bistro and Tap, and Vertical Bistro and Tap is owned by a longtime local, Tim Hubbard. Who also owns Rudy's Deli.
Who's also my roommate back when I worked for you.
Exactly. So we do live in a small town, and I'll be honest with you, it's great to see a local presence or a longtime local presence out at the Village, and Tim's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's a businessman, and he knows how to run one, and so it's fun to see. And he's brought some fun things, even like on weekend nights. There's live music.
Yep, there's live music. He has a great wine list. I would call the Colorado Fair as far as what he's offering. I mean, my favorite is the elk chili.
Yeah.
Which is certainly homemade right there by their chef Ryan. So they do a great job. And the reception's been really, really positive.
Great beer list, and the food's phenomenal.
Yeah.
They stay real busy during lunchtime, which is a key for those guys in the Village, because they're not skiing. They're not on mountain, and so it's a testament when you see how busy they are.
It is, and it's interesting because that's the kind of thing that brings people back. Is a family might decide that they want to ski. But it's a non-skier in the family who makes a decision on where they want to go a large percentage of the time.
They want to make sure they're happy.
Exactly. So if they have something to do and a nice place to eat, hopefully they'll decide on Winter Park, because that's where we're headed.
And the Vertical is our newest, and they're very exciting, right on the ice skating pond.
It is.
Now we've got a few other spots going on up there.
There's Lime Cantina, which is Mexican fare, as you'd expect, and then there's Goodies.
And not to jump to Goodies too quick, Lime is known for the frozen margaritas at happy hour. They're one of the most notable happy hours up at the resort.
Yeah, and my guess is this is firsthand knowledge.
It is.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. No, they're delicious. Get a frozen margarita at Lime for happy hour. Can't plug those hard enough, because they do a great job.
And it's a great place for a Bronco game or Rockies baseball in the summer. It's a nice place to just kind of sit and hang out, which is that's the Village. So.
Now, I don't mean this is a bad thing, but every time I'm walking through the Village on my way to go skiing, I am just indulged with the smell of bakery, sugar, deliciousness, which is...
That would be Goodies Creamery.
I don't know if they funnel all the stuff right to the walkway, but it smells unbelievable.
It's interesting because their crepe irons are out front by the walkway, so that you can see what they're doing, which is kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
And... some of the odors or some of the great smells certainly make their way out the window.
They've been there for a few years now, and they kill it. I mean,
Very
they are
successful.
Slammed. They do have a great operation there.
They do, and it's kids love it. I mean, if you're looking for a place for ice cream or sweets, the sandwiches are great that they serve there too. They really do a nice job, and it's a fun, laid back environment. So.
And I'm getting too indulged in my taste buds here, but we also got Back Bowl Pizza and they'll deliver anywhere at the resort.
Pizza Peddler.
Or Bag Bowl Pizza.
Yeah.
I named 2 in 1. So we got Pizza Peddler.
Yeah, you
which
can
is
have pizza and soup, I guess, if you can get the two
right.
together. So,
so we got Pizza Peddler who's delivering pizzas. They got great pies, good beer, great happy hour there as well.
They do.
PBR and a slice of cheese pizza, I think is how they.
Yeah, they'll deliver anywhere in the village. And the owner, Rick Marion, does a great job. I mean, Rick is he's a great partner for the resort. He's a great partner for the village. And, his wings are out of this world too. If you get a chance, it's not just pizza.
I almost jumped the gun. We got the Back Bowl Soup Company right up there by the Cabriolet at the front end of the bus bar there.
Yeah, great patio, cool place to hang out.
Yeah, great vibe. They just got a fun vibe. They're great breakfast burritos.
And their sandwiches or soups. Their soups are homemade by Woody and Jody. They're the owners, and they're made daily. And they've received a few awards from Denver Post and certainly at Chef's Cup too. So they have a great offering. I'm
starved, Kelly. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting really hungry talking about this food. All of it's incredible. I've eaten at all these places multiple times, and they're all great. So
I had lunch earlier today too.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little more about some of the events and just some of the kind of fun that we brought into the resort through the village.
Sounds good.
So once again, we got Kelly Mace with the Village at Winter Park Resort, and they are one of our key sponsors, so big thanks to them. And check them out at winterparkresort.com to check out all the events and stuff they have going on up there. So we'll be back shortly.
Stroll, shop, indulge, and enjoy. The Village at Winter Park is the place to spend time before, during, and after your day of adventure. Live music, ice skating, disco skate parties, broom ball, and s'mores by the fire. The Village has something going almost every night of the week.